Hello, this is JT. I'm back again with part three of understanding the mystery of the age. And I'm going to pick up right where I left off. So if you want to catch the other ones before this, there's a part one and a part two, understanding the mystery of the age, part one, and understanding the mystery of the age, part two. Part one was done on my other channel, which had a better camera. This camera is shot, but normally I would be using the other one, but I don't have an internet connection on that one, so I'm using this. And this time, as you can see, I'm in a place where I can take my mask off. I got a feeling this might be my last day wearing the mask. Hopefully, it is correct. But let me continue from where I left off. Before I was saying, you know, before I was talking about the formation of the United States when after the Revolutionary War was fought and won by the Pilgrims who fled Europe to escape the the religious and political persecution brought on as a result of the Protestant movement. So that's why America became known as a Protestant nation. So when they won that Civil War, the leaders of the states had to come together to in a big convention to form a government, a supreme law by which the government would be ran. And that was called the Constitution. However, the founders were divided on the issue of slavery. So slavery had been illegal in this land all the way up until this point. So where they were divided on the issue was you had the South that wanted to keep slavery, keep slavery legal, and you had the North that wanted to get rid of slavery and make slavery illegal. So in order to form a whole union of United States, they had to come to a compromise. Simply put, no compromise, no United States. This is the ever famed three-fifths compromise that where there is so much controversy concerning what this compromise was or what actually happened in this compromise. And a lot of people do not understand this compromise, but I'm not covering that at this time. Okay. So the North, which represented the lamb-like light, wanted to get rid of slavery and had the compromise with the South, which represented the dragon darkness, which wanted to keep slavery. Slavery was not the design of the Elohim of the Bible. It was a result of the falling away from biblical principles. You know, so what the Elohim of the Bible did was he regulated it so that the slaves would be treated decent and fair. You'll notice that the Lord never creates or promotes slavery. It always happens as a result of a falling away or a great act that the people did that brought it on them. And you notice that in the law of Moses, the only thing he did was regulate the slavery so that the slaves would be treated decently. So, because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. This is First Corinthians or Second Corinthians. I missed that. It's Corinthians 3:17. I'll have to post in the comments whether it's First Corinthians or Second Corinthians, or you could clear it up simply by looking it up yourself. But I'll be happy to post it since I did bring it up here. So I believe that the Pilgrims were honoring biblical principle, since evidence of Bible tampering led to the Protestant movement in the first place. The lamb-like beast, which has two horns like a lamb, but no crown. These two horns representing a separation of church and state, since last time the church and state combined without the King of Kings ended up in a type of government which blasphemed against the King of Kings, and the true followers of the Messiah ended up in persecution. Since you cannot have a king without a kingdom, this would be an experiment, which later leads to the dragon's voice getting louder in government after slavery ends, and eventually the healing of the wound of the first beast suffered in 1798. Okay. All right. Okay. So we now can understand the mystery of the age. A great city that sits on a land where there were multitudes of nations and tongues, even before 538 AD, has risen on this land in the last days. Satan transformed himself into an angel of light, which gave this beast its seat of power and authority. It persecuted the followers of Yahushua and replaced them. They later woke up and persecuted They later woke up and protested after 1,000 years of being asleep, and then left Europe and went to America, even as the let's say even as the others had already begun to come before the Pilgrims came. The Pilgrims fought and took it from them. Then later they lost it to the dragon darkness, which reinforced certain doctrines that were taught while the Pilgrims were in a 1,000-year period of darkness. They received a way of following a scripture, but was not actually true scripture. The devil was put under the foot of Yahushua and commanded to both worship and serve the Elohim, which are the mighty ones. So we see that the church covenant is underneath Yahushua, but also ordered us also under Satan. Hence this diaphragm. Let's see if I can get this diaphragm on camera. Basically, what we're getting to the point here is, the mother of harlots is not the United States of America. Because the United States, United States of America is represented by the lamb-like beast. And if that great city that whore is sitting on, that sits upon many waters, if that great city, which is the woman, she's the great city. If that were in America, she would be sitting on the lamb-like beast, since a beast represents a nation or a king or a kingdom or a superpower. Now, let me see if I can draw up this, if I can get on this diagram, because I think it's a whole lot better. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, you see here, you got underneath Yahushua, this is the dragon, or Satan is underneath the feet of Yahushua. But also, wait. No. Wait a minute. 1 second. We're talking about the mystery of the age, the church covenant. It's under, let's see. Okay, all right, come on, clear up. Under Yahushua, the Hamashiach, but also under Satan. This is the diagram. This is the mystery of the church age. First, you have the Father and the Son who dwells within the Father, and the Father dwells within him. And then there's Satan. And then there's man. And underneath the man of the family, since he's supposed to be the head of the family, this is supposed to be the original design. There's the woman, and then there's the children. And this is what Satan wants to do. He wants to reverse this order and leave out Yahushua So we go to Satan, and then he wants to exalt the children as the head, and then the mother, and then put the man last, completely reversing the order of Yahushua HaMashiach. This is how they expect the order of the family to be during Satan's New World Order. So this is why he is after the children. You see, he hopes to accomplish this by keeping people in darkness on one of the age's greatest mysteries. Now, also there's another mystery of this. Let's see. Also, there's another mystery of this great age, and that I'll be covering at another time, which is the mystery of hidden or concealed names that are covered up and embedded in the scripture. And you have to go through a lot of studying to uncover this, because this is what I had to do. And do you know, even today, some people don't believe it. And of course, if you understand the mystery of this age, now that I've broken it down, that we understand that in this mystery of this age, the age of the church, there's another spirit, another gospel, and another Messiah, which people were told by Paul that they might easily put up with, that they might easily bear with him. But now we have the age which is breaking down, and we all know what's set to happen during the New World Order. It says that there will be a great falling away, and a great falling away from the truth, a great falling away from the faith. So I'm going to stop here now, and perhaps I'll come back soon after I put together a nice study, a way of reading about the mystery of the hidden names. My name is JT.